Good morning, folks. Good morning. I'm your host, BKP. The end is near, and so I face my final curtain. Oh, yeah. My friend, I'll say it clear. I'll say it clear. I'll state my case. That's what Paul Ryan did yesterday. Which I'm certain I've lived. Oh, the speaker is leaving. Paul Ryan. I traveled each and every highway and more, much more than this. I did it my way. I didn't give a damn what the voters thought. Regrets I had a few? No, not really. Too few to mention. Paul Ryan has so few regrets that's not even worth mentioning. He said he had no regrets. Paul is going home back to Wisconsin, where he will not be known as a weekend dad. So he will switch from being known by conservatives as a guy that put through two of the largest spending, budget-busting omnibus bills in American history. He will go down. I am so tired of hearing a conservative, what do they call him? A conservative hawk, a debt hawk. He was much more comfortable as chairman of the Ways and Means Committee. I didn't want this job when they gave it to me, Paul Ryan said. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Let's tell them how to get in touch with us. Here, Amanda, is 706-889-9700. 706-889-9700. Chief at FetcherNews.com. At FYNTV, at FetcherNews.com. I want to thank our good friend of the show. We don't get him on very often, but I want to thank a good friend of the show, Joe McCutcheon. Joe gets up at 3:30 a.m. and starts making phone calls, encouraging people to vote, support, or whatever. And so, Joe, thank you for the encouraging phone call this morning. It's good to get a phone call encouraging you to keep up the good work as, hey, I'm glad you think that's what this is here. All right, Amanda. Now, just 2 days ago. Now, I want to do this for a reason. I want to open for a reason. At 8:30 this morning, we will have Carla's Corner. That's at 8:30. At 9 o'clock, our guest, and we apologize. Yesterday we tried to have 9th Congressional District Congressman Doug Collins on the show, and we had a technical difficulty, and he has rescheduled for today. Interestingly, Amanda, yesterday, if he would have been on the show, do you realize we would not have had the announcement that Speaker Paul Ryan is stepping down?
Everything happens for a reason.
And now we have that, So I can ask Congressman Doug Collins about Speaker Paul Ryan stepping down. Now, that being said, moving right along, that'll be at 9 o'clock. Congressman Doug Collins will be here on the show at 9 o'clock. Let's see, what else do we have today? Today is Thursday, which means tomorrow we're at Circuit World. Okay, we got that. We'll have Ask the Doc, the All-Star panel. That's tomorrow. So we got that. What else is going on? Folks, I told you, yes, we're going to talk about the Republicans. What is the platform in November? What do you think? We're going to get into that really deep at 9 o'clock after we talk to the congressman, because I'm going to ask him that. What is your platform in the midterms? What are Republicans going to do? If Paul Ryan is not, if voters have to go, is there some kind of thought process that voters are going to go to the poll and vote not knowing who the next Speaker of the House will be? Okay? Or is this an opportunity for conservatives to come out and vote one more time with a promise of a conservative Speaker of the House? Some would call Paul Ryan a conservative Speaker of the House. I will not call him that. So, we'll talk about that at 9 o'clock. Now, 2 days ago, Sunday night, Amanda, former FBI James Comey is going to be on ABC with George Stephanopoulos. And let's roll the promo for that. We're going to roll. There's a reason. I want you to pay attention, okay? Roll that promo video for that, the ABC Comey video. This airs. This is his first interview. James, disgraced former FBI director Comey. Roll that video first.
Strange is it for you to sit here and compare the president to a mob boss?
This Sunday night on ABC.
Are there things that you know but haven't said that could damage President Trump?
James Comey.
And to those who say you should have brought Hillary Clinton before a grand jury?
The exclusive interview everyone will be talking about.
Was President Trump obstructing justice? Should Donald Trump be impeached?
Stephanopoulos. Comey. This Sunday night at a special time, 10/9 Central on ABC.
The crisis in front of us, the tease of James Comey. Now, so this is all over the internet. Yes, I know Donald Trump has tweeted out the President of the United States concerning bombing Syria and what is going on there. I understand that. I understand Speaker Ryan has stepped down. I wonder how Facebook stock will react today. I really think, it's my personal opinion, I did not look at Facebook stock yesterday, but I feel that that Mark Zuckerberg volunteered, not under oath, to testify before Congress, not under oath, for nothing more than to help your 401k, their 401k, and the stock portfolio of anybody holding Facebook stock. I think that's what it was for, nothing more, nothing less. What did we learn? Very little, but something I said yesterday has come out in other media outlets and other talk shows of what I said yesterday morning on this show. And that's where I'm at now. ABC, Comey compares, this Axios put out yesterday, Comey compares Trump to mob boss. That's Wednesday, okay? A source present at the taping says James Comey's interview with ABC George Stephanopoulos, airing Sunday at 10 p.m., is going to shock the president and his team. The sources say Comey's comments in his first interview since being fired by Donald Trump will generate headlines and certainly add more meat to the charges swirling around Trump. In an ABC promo, Stephanopoulos says Comey compared Trump to a mob boss. Now, this is yesterday. This broke yesterday. The ABC tease broke yesterday for Sunday night. Axios broke this story. This is coming out, okay? Let's play to the opening of this show Tuesday morning. You got it? Do we have the opening of this show? All right, good. Or maybe we can put a question on Facebook to see what people think. We will get into that later in the show. So I just want to go over some couple things. Do you believe the deep state? Do you believe there's a such thing as the deep state? Do you? I, for one, do. Now, let me run this by you. So, President Donald Trump, let's make sure that we're clear right from the box, not the end game. They are treating, this is what they want when it comes to the President of the United States. This is not a joke. This is actually not a joke. This is what the deep state wants. They want a mugshot like John Gotti, okay? They realistically are treating the President of the United States like they're going after John Gotti, okay? And I have a mugshot of when Gotti was arrested, all right? And if we could put that up, please. And this is, I'm not joking around. This is exactly what they want. They want you, they want to go after this guy like he's the mafioso in New York City. That's not the picture I sent you. I sent you a picture of John Gotti, his mugshot this morning. That's not it. There you go. Thank you very much. Okay. This is John Gotti, the mobster. Now, what does it have to do with anything? Because this is in New York City. This was the Godfather at one time in New York City. Now, I did a 20-minute segment on that Tuesday morning at 8 o'clock in the morning. Put up the picture of Gotti in there. Okay? This is what I told you Tuesday morning at 8 o'clock on this show. They're treating him like he's mafioso. I said it right here on this show Tuesday morning, and this broke yesterday. Now, I didn't have an inside source. I've told you, I thank you so much for all of your help. You out there are the research department for this show. You guys send me so much stuff. It's great. I can't get to all of it. But we're not ABC. We don't have 15 people on staff. Now, I don't want to make it sound like we have no help. Sam does an amazing job. Amanda does an amazing job helping me research. But I don't have somebody calling me from Congress whispering, hey, guess what's getting ready to happen? Guess what they're getting ready to do? Nobody, no leaks here, okay? I told you on this show Tuesday morning that they have and will treat and want to put Donald Trump in the frame of mafioso. I said it. A mobster. Comey. Sources say Comey's comments, according to the source, the Comey interview, all right, he will Stephanopoulos says Comey compared Trump to a mob boss. The former disgraced FBI director that did not put Hillary Clinton under oath, that referred to her email situation as a email matter, is now claiming Donald Trump is a mob boss. I told you right here. Now, I called the deep state. It's not I wanted to do, and I told you so. I promise. I just wanted to say, folks, I know the direction these people are going, and I know what they want is their end game. We've talked about it. Never again. This can never happen again. Donald Trump must be stopped at all costs. Now, sadly enough, I call it when they went in the home, the hotel room, and when they went into the law offices of Michael Cohen, Donald Trump's attorney, what they did is the deep state enacted what I call Operation Leave Quietly. All right? I said that. Day before yesterday, the same exact day that I did this segment that you watched me explain to you, that they want him to be framed in like he's mafioso. All right? Now, also that same day, the CNN reporter asked Sarah Huckabee Sanders, has President Trump thought about leaving, leaving office? She said that's ridiculous, but don't think that was a simple question with no underlying meaning. The media has for 2 days been using what I call Operation Leave Quietly. Now, the thing that really scares me this morning is if he does not leave quietly, what is next? Do you realize, okay, that we are paying as taxpayers millions? Can you put that, I don't know, did you ever watch 24? I did. It's like they've called in Jack Bauer. Remember the clock, the sound of that clock on 24? You remember that? It's almost like they called in Jack Bauer and they say, Jack, what's the mission? And the world's going to remember the whole thing was in 24 hours. He had 24 hours, okay, to save the entire world. He has 24 hours. 24 hours. And they've called him in and they said, Jack, that was good, Amanda, very good. Jack, we need the Access Hollywood video. Jack, we need all the documents concerning this porn star. It's crucial to the Republic. Jack, we need any information on a Playboy bunny. Folks, we are looking for information on a Playboy bunny. We are looking for documents related to a porn star. We are looking for anything we can. We are looking for Jack. And, Jack Bauer's got to be looking and saying, what the hell? I mean, I will tell you this. The one criticism I get here on the show, and it is one, is that the one criticism I get here on the show is that I don't say enough that every single thing that happened, okay, happened years before this guy became president of the United States. Never took place in your White House, never took place in an office owned and paid for by the taxpayers, never took place on the taxpayers' dime, never took place on your dollar at any time. Because I made reference to the Kennedys and all of their hush money and how many, maybe, how much hush money was paid to by Joe and them. All right, I made reference to the Kennedys and what the Kennedys did on our dime, your dime, because they were career politicians. I made reference to Bill Clinton that was right in our White House. And I don't hear enough. People say they don't hear me say enough that everything they're discussing is something way before. Now, we know there was no Russian collusion, and we know that, okay? But we are desperately seeking the information of a porn star, a Playboy bunny, and an Access Hollywood tape. And we have FBI agents. We have a full team investigating. Do I think Robert Mueller, Jeff Sessions, and Rod Rosenstein should go? Absolutely. I do. I think they should go. Now, I want to play something else before we get to our 8:30 mark. I said this, and this is coming out on some other networks. Let's just put it like that right now. Some other networks. I said this yesterday morning. what we are learning from Mark Zuckerberg. Now, my opinion is, let's look at Facebook stock today. I don't know. Me, myself, I really don't have a big reason to run and look and see if Facebook stock is up and down. All right? Just don't. I'm not against the stock market. I'm not against anybody that invests in the stock market. I support you 100%. That's what you want to do. It's the risk you take. My stock market is this business. That's my stock market right here. It's the risk we take. I love when people take a risk. All right? Go for it. But I want to see if Facebook stock is up over this little show they put on the last 2 days. And, you know, what's her name? Is it Marsha Blackburn? Look her up and see if she is the representative of Tennessee. All right? So the representative of Tennessee, Marsha Blackburn, scored big points yesterday with conservatives for mentioning to Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Facebook, that Diamond and Silk are not terrorists. Diamond and Silk are not terrorists. So, you know, she is running for Senate in Tennessee. Just last week, the left media is putting Tennessee in a toss-up. It's not red because the former governor of Tennessee is running for Senate, and they're wanting to get the seat, I think, that belongs to little Bobby Corker, Tennessee senator currently that's retiring. So Marsha Blackburn needs the points, so she made a little dramatic attack on Zuckerberg about Diamond and Silk. I don't know if you know Diamond and Silk. I like them. Let me say this. Zuckerberg gave me a line. If I got, there's 2 things I got out of it. So let's go with, and it's very important you listen to what I feel I got out of it, so you could research it yourself and you think about it. I always like to say, here's the information, you think about it, okay? But let's play the Mark Zuckerberg Diamond and Silk clip where he makes the admission of they are in error, Facebook, on Diamond and Silk. Do you have that ready?
First question, please ask Mr. Zuckerberg, why is Facebook censoring conservative bloggers such as Diamond and Silk? Facebook called them unsafe to the community. That is ludicrous. They hold conservative views. That isn't unsafe. What's your response to?
Congressman, in that specific case, our team made an enforcement error, and we have already gotten in touch with them to reverse it.
Okay, in that particular case, Congressman, our team made an enforcement error. Remember that, okay? Our team, a collective decision, our team made an enforcement error. But Mark Zuckerberg did not say, well, Bobby down the hall came in a bad mood and we found out he's a little lefty. We looked in the office and said, hey, look around. He's got the purple hair and, you know, the earrings, and I don't mean earrings, and, you know, and just saying, you know, Bobby down the hall, you know, pulled a plug on Diamond and Silk. He's gone. We fired him. Okay? Our team, what did he say, Amanda? Our team did what?
Made an enforcement error.
Our team made an enforcement error. Well, they have enforcement. Something triggers enforcement. Now I'm trying to break this down. Something triggers enforcement there. And a team, a collective body that gets together. Could you see them all in there? They got their muffins. They got a nice little fresh fruit cart over here in the morning, and they're all in there. Well, it's like midday. They don't come in till 10, okay? And they're all wearing T-shirts and, you know, And when some dude's got a T-shirt on that says "Smoke 'em if you got 'em" and everything like that. So the team's getting together, and they don't have actually high back chairs like the old fashioned. They don't have high back chairs like the old fashioned boardrooms. They got the lounge chairs. I think some lazy boys are in there. They can lay on the couch, and the team came together and made an error in enforcement. What do you say again one more time? I'd like to hear from you.
An enforcement error.
Enforcement error.
So was Sean Hannity an enforcement error too? Because, he's a professional journalist.
An enforcement error. Thank you, Amanda. So we know the team got together and made an enforcement error. All right? And, okay, we see that. So we know that's there. Now, there's two takeaways I have to close. It's time for Carla's Corner, okay? Our team made an enforcement error. Let me tell you something that happened yesterday. Diamond and Silk, all right, have obviously for the last couple days, their stock's going up. Because if you did not know who Diamond and Silk is, you do now. Okay, if you did not know who they were 3 days ago, they've changed word to now, and you know them, and Diamond and Silk, boom. But on this show, and I'm going to go to break, I have told you, and I don't know exactly because I didn't label it, but I do know there's tape of me looking at this camera and saying the next 10 years, the next major cases to be litigated through courts will have to do with the internet. The next decade will be internet-related legislation, internet-related whatever. And here's what we did learn in 2 days. What I told you, no disrespect to senior citizens. We learned in 2 days that our representatives or our senators that we have sent back, you voted for them, 9 terms, 12 terms, 30 terms, and they're all between 70 and 80, have no idea what social media is, how it works. They just can post a picture of their grandkids. The one congressman said, hey, can we do something to Mark Zuckerberg? Can we do something? Because kids can get a Facebook page at 13. 13. Can we do something that between 13 and 18 that we totally stop? Okay? Totally stop kids 13 to 18 Facebook pages from having their data sold, shared, or scraped. Can we do something? Zuckerberg spent 2 entire days making no commitments that he would change anything, and everything is his team will look into it. It's something definitely worthy of acknowledging, looking into, and does deserve the discussion on transparency, right? But could kids start? No. Mr. Congressman, I know who you are that asked the question. You seem like a nice guy. I know you're a little older, but here's the reality. Why don't you go back and read the article and see how merchandise, the value 13 to 18 that kids have, the buying power that those kids have. So if you think for 1 minute they're going to go on Facebook and advertisers are not going to scrape their data to see what kind of headphones they want, to see what kind of shoelaces they will wear, or what kind of shirts they will buy, you have lost it. Facebook makes billions of dollars off of that, and they're not going to lose it. It's time for Carla's Corner. When we get back, then stay with us, folks. Right after Carla's Corner at 9 o'clock, Congressman Doug Collins is going to be on the line, and we are going to ask him directly, where are Republicans in the midterm election with everything that's going on? I'm your host, BKP. Amanda, take us to break.